Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a fake virus in Perl. So this is a Perl fake virus, and I must remind you that this program is for educational purposes only, and this is a fake virus. Okay, so with that, let's get on to it. First of all, we're going to create a subroutine here, and the subroutine is message. That's what we call it. And we use the sleep command here, and we enter in 1, which will pause it for 1 second, and then we print a line that the user will see on their screen. Hello, I'm a virus, let's have some fun. And this little bit here is times by 100, so it will print this out 100. And again, we have the sleep function here, and we enter in a value again of 1, which will pause it for 1 second. Then we come on to the next subroutine here, which is quite interesting because it's called abort message. So this is what we give them. We give them a little bit of hope here. So we tell the user, we print out a message, you've struck it lucky. So we're telling them that they can abort the program with yes or no. So now the user thinks, oh, that's it, I'm okay, I just press no. But this is it's not real. We're giving them a little bit of hope here, but it's not going to be real. So we create the variable here called abort, and we assign it standard input, so that will get the input that the user types in. So the user can type in yes or no. So what happens is, if abort is equal to yes, we print out a message to the user, I lied, goodbye punk, and a new line. And then we will pause it for 2 seconds, and then we'll go down onto the desktop function here. Or else, if they type in no, they still get the same treatment, but without a message this time. Then we go down onto the desktop function. So we print out here, deleting all txt, docx, and jpg files. And of course we pause it for 1 second so the user can have a look at that. And then what we do is we get the desktop path. So to do that, we create a variable, and we do the env here in user profile and desktop here. So this will find the desktop on the system. So it doesn't matter what system this is, it will find the desktop. And then once it's found the desktop, we use chdir, so we change directory into the desktop. Or else, if there's an error, we throw a generic error message here saying error. And then what we do is we create an array here, so we put all the files into the array on the desktop, and then we use the for each to loop through all the files. So for each file in files, so we're going to loop through them. And then we're going to use a bit of regex here. So we use the conditional first to use the file and the conditional here. So if file, and this one here is matches. So matches. So if file matches .txt, and this dollar symbol here means .txt on the end of the file. So it matches the end of the file here. Or if the file is matching .docx, or if the file is matching .jpg, or if the file is matching .pdf on the end, we print a message to the user saying deleting. And we also interpolate the file variable here into the string. Okay, we go down onto the next folder that we're going to hit. So we've got sub downloads, and again, create a variable called downloads, and we use the env user profile and download, so that will find the downloads path on the system. Again, we change into the downloads path and throw a generic error message if anything goes wrong. Then we use the print command to print another message to the user, which is bye bye, and we interpolate the downloads path into the string here and tell the user files on this path files, let the carnage begin. And then again we create an array called files, and downloads, and then we loop through the files here, and again we match the files that we want to delete. But because this is a fake virus, we're not deleting any files, so don't worry about that. We're just telling the user that their files are being deleted. And again, we use the print message, deleting, and then we interpolate the file name into the string. And finally, once all that's done, we jump onto this subroutine here called Win Shutdown. So we're going to shut Windows down. So we print a message to the user, Windows is shutting down. And then that's the sleep and the system here. So we got the shutdown and we got the command for the shutdown. So this command here should shut down Windows very fast. And to call the program, we call it message, abort message, downloads, and Win shutdown. So let's give it a spin, shall we? Okay, there we go. Right, so we've got hello, I'm a virus, let's have fun 100 times. So you've struck it lucky, abort. Ooh, that's lucky, isn't it? So I'll press N. Oh no, what's happening?